The next part of this is probably the most important part of graphing by translations. So instead of just an equation y equals the absolute value of x, what I could do would be to, I don't know, add a 3 on the outside. How does that change the look of the graph? Or what if I subtracted 2 on the inside? How does that change it? That's what we're going to kind of be looking at in the next few videos. So when we think of y equals the absolute value of x, this is the basic function, but we can add and subtract a number on the outside. That's our k here. We can add or subtract a number on the inside. That's our h. And we can multiply by a number on the outside. Those are our three basic ideas of what we're going to be looking at. So we're going to start this video by looking at adding and subtracting on the outside of the graph. So let's start over in Desmos and use Desmos to kind of help us through this. So what we have here is y equals the absolute value of x. You can see that equation way up here, right? And then we can see that it's going through its base points of 0, 0, 1, 1, and negative 1, 1. Those are all in the places that we want them to be. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to say add another number to it. So let's add the number 3 to this. What happened to the graph? Remember, it was down here at 0, 0. Now where is that point? Oh, it's at 0, 3. So what happened? The graph went up 3. What if instead of adding 3, we added 4? Well, plus 4, the graph went up 4. So I think you can kind of see what adding does. The shape of the graph did not change. It just slid straight up. Notice from 0, 0, if you look right at the 1, 1 spot, that is still just one perfect diagonal away. So it's still in the same shape. It just slid straight up. Well, now y'all are very smart. So instead of adding 4, what if I subtract 3? What do you think is going to happen to the graph? Well, absolutely. Same shape, it just slid down 3. So in math, we call these a very fancy thing. We call these shifts. So when k is positive, meaning you add a number on the outside, that is going to shift the graph up by whatever that number k was. If we are subtracting on the outside, we're going to shift the graph down by that amount k.